Perfect Mom Squad. Actually, it's not about designer lifestyles. It begins with the basics.
Here she is. What a wonderful documentary. So thought-provoking and so wonderfully done. Good to see you. Winston Lee, director.
Good to see you too, Dina.
Congratulations on your success. We used to work together back at the now-defunct Toronto One. We go way back. And since then, life has changed for you quite a bit with your little one.
It's been a pretty dramatic change. And I have to say, I was really unprepared for many of the things of parenting, the learning curve. And the biggest thing that hit me, once I was holding my daughter in my arms, was realizing I'm the first line of defense for Songji, and there's a lot of things out there that could be dangerous for her, in particular in terms of the environmental concerns, and that's why I made the documentary.
And it's overwhelming, but you're so good at showing what people are doing to try and take a proactive approach to help their children, but without it overtaking their lives, and that's the thing, is finding the balance, right?
It really is. I think, I mean, I went through the whole circle. When I was in the middle of making the documentary, I lost way more sleep than you need to as a new parent, because sleep is already something that you want really badly. But I was kind of obsessed with, okay, what is out there? What do I have to be careful of? What's the information that is available? And I started researching toys. I started looking at diapers, food. And I got down to the basics of even, you know, the paint in my house.
Yes.
How much lead is in the paint in my house, which happens to be an old house, and things that you hadn't even thought about. You know, lead pipes, the water that's coming out of your kitchen. So the range of things you can be concerned about are endless, and it can be very overwhelming. And I wanted to make the documentary so people started being aware that there are choices that can be made.
For example, diapers. You, I think the statistic was, you stated 6,000 diapers used within one child's lifetime. 400 years for that one diaper to decompose. So there's a solution, which most of the world does anyway, that a lot of people find shocking, which is EC, elimination communication. Tell us what that is.
Yeah, when I first heard about elimination communication, I have to confess, I first thought, okay, this is too much. This is like really hippie and I can't do this, right? And I thought it was okay, too crunchy. But then as I started thinking it through, disposable diapers are not really disposable. They don't just disappear and go away. They're one-time use. And then we put them in the garbage and they sit in a landfill for 400 years. And we know we have a garbage problem in our society. We're renting, like there's garbage floating in space, for example. So if you don't want to go through disposable diapers, or if you just want to like lessen the load on the earth, you can go through cotton diapers, but let's say you don't have the time to be washing diapers constantly. Well, there is this other practice, elimination communication, and 3/4 of the world do this.
Which leads us to the clip.
Yeah, basically what they do is they watch their baby, they look for body cues or signs that their daughter or son has to go pee, and they hold them over a potty or a toilet. And if you have a dog, if you talk to a dog owner or a pet owner, they'll understand. They'll say, oh, that's true. My dog usually gives some sort of like signal. I can tell when they have to go. Similarly to our babies, but we've lost touch.
We have, and it's beautifully demonstrated here.
Disposables became popular in the West in the post-war era, when the miracles of science made their way into the private lives of consumers, and mothering itself became an exact science. But there is an inconvenient truth that I face each time I unwrap another disposable diaper. An average baby will go through 6,000 diapers in their lifetime, and one diaper takes almost 400 years to decompose.
It's really cool. They show all the babies and afterwards how you go through the training. Another thing is you talk about organics. A lot of kids never tasted a real peach. It's only in syrup. So you say when you can afford organic, go for things that don't have strong rinds, like oranges, you know, they're more protected naturally. Bananas, but maybe for grapes and berries, go for the organic option. And then toys you touch upon as well. We saw so many recalls. What tips do you have for parents to allay their fears?
I say really read the label. All that fine print really does mean something, and that, you know, applies to if you're buying lotions or shampoos. A lot of lotions and shampoos contain all kinds of chemicals that are completely unnecessary, fragrances, perfumes, parabens that are known to be hormone mimickers. And they go through the skin and they can actually affect the development of your baby. You know, babies are developing neurologically, physically, in every such way. And we know that hormones are messing up with the development of babies these days. Little girls are hitting puberty earlier, little boys are having strange developments in their genitalia area. And this is something of high concern. So look at the labels. If you're looking at toys, look for something that is free of phthalates, which is a plasticizer, which makes plastic soft. But really, just watch what you buy.
Okay, and watch this film. It's brilliantly done. It's actually showcasing at TIFF Friday, September 11th. Log on to tiffg.ca for more information. mytoxicbaby.com/ or breakfasttelevision.ca. Again, Toronto International Film Festival screening is next Friday for My Toxic Baby. Continued success.
Thanks.
Wonderful job on this, and enjoy your little one. She's adorable. Over to Francis in the newsroom.
Thank you, Dina. 7:46. Time now to check the roads. And we have some in-town and highway problems, Eva.
I like them a lot.
Yeah, we do have quite a bit of problems right now. We'll start off with those ones at Wilson and Avenue. We've got north and southbound Avenue at Wilson closed off with a collision. Westbound Wilson at Avenue has also been shut down. So that whole intersection there, very messy. It's all closed off, so causing major delays in that area as well. The 401 getting onto Avenue, that's also quite slow. Then we have these problems. Southbound 400 right at the bottom of the ramp to the eastbound 401. Left lane remains blocked with this collision. Emergency crews are on the scene. As a result, quite heavy going on that southbound 400 from about approaching Shepherd all the way down towards that 401. Then we have some new problems right now as well on the northbound Don Valley Parkway approaching York Mills. It looks like the problem has just been moved off onto the shoulder, but it is still causing very heavy delays on that northbound Don Valley Parkway, anywhere from approaching Winford Drive right up towards that York Mills problem. So give yourself a lot of extra time this morning. Francis.
All right, Eva, and let's go to transit control. Kevin.
Hey, well, Francis, good news for our riders heading out to the east end of the Bloor-Danforth line. Earlier delays there have since been cleared, so things in that neighborhood now getting back to normal. However, our 61 Avenue Road service, as well as our 142 premium service there operating on Avenue Road, both those services are diverting due to that closure that Eva was talking about at Wilson. So if you're heading there, give yourself lots of extra time. Francis?
Thanks, Kevin. From a ride guide this morning, if you're heading out for the Port Credit 807 train, guess what? It's cancelled. But the good news is that the Hamilton 717 train will accommodate your trip. Expected to arrive in Port Credit around the same time and will now be making all regular stops. So that includes Port Credit, Long Branch and Mimico, and should arrive into Union Station about 15 minutes late, and it will be extra crowded. Time to check our forecast. Here's Frank.
Well, there's one word for over the next 3 days, and the next several days, that is, and that word, sun. Lots of it. Today, tomorrow, including your Wednesday, below normal temperatures today at 20 degrees. Tomorrow, slightly cool at 22. Finally, on Wednesday, we'll get up to 24. Overnight tonight, another night that's going to be great to open up the windows and maybe throw on the duvet and go have a nice evening of a comfortable sleep right around 12. So today, 20 degrees, no need for the air conditioner. Back to you.
Thanks, Frank. Let's head out to the live eye and Jen. I see your helmet's on.
You know what? My helmet is on. I've got my knee pads, my elbow pads, my wrist pads. I am all suited up. Savannah, do I look okay?
Yeah.
I look great. Oh, you know what? And here comes my board. But the thing is, I am not going to use my board yet because we are going to do the knee slide. Safety first at CJ Skateboard Park and School when we come back. Safety.
All right, thanks, Jen. 7:49. We're taking a break on Breakfast Television. Stay with us.
Breakfast Television is brought to you by Maxwell House. It's a new morning. Brew some good.
Oh, that's incredible.
I love it. My husband gives me one every morning.
Kraft Bagel Folds, a warm golden toasted bagel wrapped around creamy Philadelphia cream cheese.
Aren't you afraid someone's going to steal it?
Kraft Bagel Folds in your grocer's freezer. Get wrapped up in the taste.
Half-time! Actually, it's half the fat time, because Philly dips have half the fat of the leading sour cream dip. But all the yummy taste. Try new Philly Smokin' Chipotle dip. A little taste of heaven with heat.
Hi, I'm Sharon Mann. Having a busy schedule and trying to make smart food choices for your family? With the help of Sunrise Tofu, you can have some quick and easy recipes. Look for us at sunrisesoya.com. Sunrise. Goodness first.
Maaco paints more than 500,000 cars every year, and you probably can't spot the ones we painted, but you can always spot the ones we haven't.
What?
Maaco, Canada's body shop. For a limited time, get $100 off any complete paint package. Remember, collision repair is part of our name.
Trios College and City TV wants you to get the career that you've always wanted. Go to citytv.com and tell us why you want to be awarded a $5,000 scholarship to Trios College, and you could be pursuing your dreams sooner than you think.
Find out
out why over 30,000 Canadians chose Kia over the competition last year by taking the Dare to Compare challenge today. Book a test drive at gtakiadealers.ca for any new Kia and receive a gas card value up to $200